Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Mel. Thank you so much for joining me today for my March reading statistics game. No, I still have not come up with a better name for that. But anyway, so for those of you that have been around for a little while, you would know that I'm not a massive statistics fan, and yeah, talking about statistics isn't my favourite thing to do, but I know that a lot of people on BookTube and who watch my channel really enjoy figuring out all the various different statistics around how everything's going. Because of that, and also because of some of the goals that I have for my reading for the year, I decided to create a game whereby I would combine those things and just keep track of what I was doing throughout the year and yeah, generally speaking, how my statistics were going. Having said all that, looking at the game and thinking about how it's kind of working out, I'm not 100% sure how that's going in terms of statistics, but it's a fun game, everyone seems to like it, and it's a good way of making sure that I am keeping on top of some of those goals that I talked about. Coming up this month in April, I am planning on doing a how is everything going so far quarterly catch up, so that's when I'll talk a little bit more about the statistics in general. I do also give a very brief summary of my monthly statistics, star ratings, book read, all of that sort of thing in each of my wrap-ups. So March wrap-up will have gone up at some point already. As you already know as well, I am doing Veda this month, so a few more videos than usual are in the works, so I'm a little bit confused as to when everything's going up. But anyway, today we're going to go through and see how I went with all of the books that I read in March. So I'm just going to shuffle over this way so that I can show you my whiteboard. So for anyone that is new and hasn't seen this one before, basically how it works is that I have all of the things that I want to try and focus on for reading goals throughout the year down here in these columns, and then I have the smiley face up here. So as I go through each book and go down the columns, if the book meets any of those things in the columns, I get a green line. Once a row has got 3 lines in it under the smiley face, then I get to put a magnet over here. Once this magnet section here is filled up with magnets, then I can grab my little Catacorn box and pull out one of the prizes in here so that I can get the prize once this is all filled up. However, the two things that I am most concerned about making sure that I am reading is books with LGBTQIA+ representation and books with BIPOC representation. So that means that I have to read at least one book for both of those. It can be the same book, otherwise I have to take a magnet away from myself. So that's pretty much how the game works. I'm going to go through and talk about each book. So each book can get me a line, and in order to not have any lines in a month for either of these, I can still have read the same book. But yeah, as you can see, I have not got any lines yet, but we are only going through March now, so still an okay start to the year. So anyway, I've got my journal here so I can go through and check what happens with each book. And I will grab myself a green whiteboard marker. Oh, it's just over here. So first of all, I'm going to go through and tell you what all of the different things are. So up the top is BIPOC, LGBTQIA+, neurodiverse, mental/physical health, Australian Aboriginal, translated, graphic novel, manga, audiobook, short story verse, out of my comfort zone, buzzword, and finished the TBR. So finish the TBR I will check off at the end if I read all the books that were on my roll of reads TBR, so that's really what I'm worrying about there. Buzzword is Kayla from Books and Lala's Buzzword Challenge that happens throughout the year, and I thought it would be fun to try and keep up with that. Don't know how I went this month. Anyway, so the first book that I read is Feet of Clay by Terry Pratchett. So let's go through and see if it meets any of these qualifications, which I'm pretty sure it won't. BIPOC written by BIPOC author? No. LGBTQIA+ is no as well. Neurodiverse is also no. Mental physical health rep? No. Australian Aboriginal? No. Translated? No. Graphic novel manga? No. Short story verse? No. Out of my comfort zone? Definitely not. Buzzword? It does not meet a buzzword at all. And yeah, that last one we leave to last. So that's not a great start. Alright, so next up we have The Murder of Mary Russell by Loria King. BIPOC, no. LGBTQIA+, no. Neurodiverse, no. Mental physical health rep, no. Australian Aboriginal, no. Translated, no. Graphic novel manga, no. Audiobook, I read some of it on audio, so I'm going to give that to myself because I did read some of it on audio. Short story verse, no. Out of my comfort zone, definitely not. Buzzword, Murder of Mary, no. The buzzword for this month, or for March, it was location, so yeah, unfortunately not. Then we have House of Sky and Breath, which is the second book in the Crescent City series. So, BIPOC, no. LGBTQIA+, no. Neurodiverse, no. Mental physical health, I'm going to say not really, although Bryce is dealing with some trauma, but no, not really. Australian Aboriginal, no. Translated, no. Graphic novel manga, no. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Audiobook, no. Short story verse, definitely not. Out of my comfort zone, definitely not. Buzzword, it is the second Crescent City. So, yes. Oh, and there should be a line there for February as well, because I did also read. Did I read for February? I definitely read for January. I think I read for January, but not for February. But yes, it is Crescent City, so yeah. Alright, next up we have Cinderella is Dead. So Cinderella is Dead was written by a Black American author, so that's 3 lines, which means I get to give myself a magnet. See if I can find one of my nice pretty magnets that I bought for this. Aha, there's a magnet. LGBTQIA+. Yes, the main character is queer. So that's another magnet. Woohoo! Doing alright. Neurodiverse, no. Mental physical health, no. Australian Aboriginal, no. Translated, no. Graphic novel and manga, no. Audiobook, no. Short story verse, no. Out of comfort zone, no. Buzzword, no. But still, 3 magnets now. I'm pretty happy with that. Then we had Caraval. Caraval is not BIPOC or LGBTQIA+, or neurodiverse or mental. None of those. None of those. None of those. Didn't listen to an audio. It's not a short story. It's not out of. Nope. Nope. Could I be treating? I was going to say could I be cheeky because Caraval is technically the location, but she means you could have a location like Venice or Spain. And Caraval is the place where it all happens. It's the name of the circusy thing. Should I be cheeky and count it? Do I need another? I mean, I don't technically need another magnet, but it is a. I don't think it really counts, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not going to count it. I feel like that's a bit too cheeky. And then we have Muse of Nightmares, which is not BIPOC again, or LGBTQIA+, or neurodiverse, mental physical health. I mean, look, there is loads of trauma and talking about trauma and people dealing with trauma, so I'm going to say yes for that one. I'm actually going to put a line with my red marker. This is what I do at school as well and confuse the kids no end. I'm going to put a line with my red marker so that I can see that I have already given myself a magnet for that one. No. Australian Aboriginal author, no. Translated, no. Graphic novel manga, no. Audiobook, no. Sure, no. Out of my comfort zone, no, definitely not. Buzzword, no. Finish my TBR. So this is another page in the journal, so let's check. No, I didn't finish my Rule of Reads TBR because I was supposed to read The Disappearance of Ember Crow by Anne-Boleyn Quay Molina for the featuring magical or mythical creatures, but I didn't, so I don't get that. But still, I managed to add 2 magnets to my little magnet area, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to take a while to fill that, which I think is okay because the idea is that I'm supposed to be, you know, monthly. I don't think it should be super easy to fill up. So that was nice and quick and easy. That's everything. I'm always very sort of suspicious when I have finished a video quickly because usually I take forever to say anything. But anyway, I think that's it from me today. If you have any thoughts on anything that I have talked about today, any of the books I read, my game, anything like that, please do comment below and let me know. If you would like to leave me a comment but you don't know what, then leave me some kind of plant emoji because my beautiful little magnets have plants on them. All of my social media details are listed in the description below, so if you'd like to go and follow me on any of those other platforms, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.